Alright, sup folks. A lot of people in the community like to do their videos with their games behind them, but my game shelves have an end table in front of them, and it's kind of in a corner, and so it makes it to where it's just kind of hard to get access to. But so I figured instead of that, I'll just do a video in front of my CDs and DVDs and Blu-rays and that kind of thing. So yeah, let's see here. Basically, this is just pretty much a video about how I'm still really reeling from the Sony E3 event. Basically, and I didn't really get into it at the time because I just pretty much recorded my last video as soon as it ended. It was just over. I just drew out and went to record it just so I could talk about the games that they talked about. I didn't really talk about the event itself. But basically, the thing just really tickled me to death when Jack comes up on stage and he's like, "By the way, folks, you will be able to play used games." And it's just cheers and applaud, and it was just the greatest day ever in video gaming, you would basically think. I mean, you would have thought that he came down and just said, "You know what? I'm getting everybody in here $1 million each. You're getting $1 million, you're getting $1 million, you're getting $1 million, you're getting $1 million, and you're getting $1 million. Everybody's getting $1 million." It was the greatest thing ever. So everybody's cheering and clapping and hoorahing, and I saw people just smiling. And the thing is, after the Xbox announcement, you would have thought that I mean, I guess not really, because it was probably filled up with a bunch of Microsoft people who were paid to go attend the event. But anyway, on the internet, you would have thought that somebody shot your grandmother. It was basically like a funeral march on the internet after this event came out. Everybody's just kind of... I mean, seriously. I mean, everybody was just depressed. I was depressed. I was beside myself. Because, I mean, okay, basically, to step back, I've never owned a Sony product during its actual lifespan. I bought the PlayStation 1 like in 2004, I think. I think it was 2004. So that was 4 years after PS2 came out. I bought the PS2 in 2008 or 9. The PS3 had already come out by that point when I bought it. And I specifically went and got a slim model so I could mod it. Do the tissue paper or the Q-tip mod or whatever it's called. So I could play ISOs for PS1, but at any rate, and I still don't own a PS3. I still haven't owned a PS3. I'm waiting until PS4 comes out, and I'll probably go buy a PS3 at that point. And I should get a Wii, but frankly, I just don't like the Wiimote. I hate the Wiimote, and that's number one. Number two, I just really don't care for Nintendo games anyway. I was a Sega fanboy from day one. I'm not a Microsoft fanboy. I'm not a Sony fanboy. I'm not a Nintendo fanboy. But I will completely admit, 100%, that I am a Sega fanboy through and through. Always have been, always will be. Even if they're not making consoles, I'm still going to stand behind them. Which takes me to a side rant of mine. I saw a video of Sonic the Lost World, or whatever that's called. Not really feeling it. It reminded me of Mario Galaxy or whatever that's called. I wasn't really feeling it. But yeah, back to what I was talking about though. So I never really owned a Sony console during the actual life of the console. And so basically I was just gung-ho for going after the new Xbox. I wish I would have called it the Xbox Revolution. That would have been awesome. Xbox One, not so much. But I got an Xbox One, well, the original Xbox, and I got the original Xbox on launch day. I got the Xbox 360 a couple months after launch, yeah, I've been rocking the Xbox 360 ever since. Now, that was basically it. I thought it was the greatest thing ever. So Sony just comes out, just freaking, uppercutting Microsoft left and right. They come up with a better price, no DRM, not always connected. You can borrow games. And it was just the greatest thing ever. Everybody's cheering, applauding, doing the Arsenio Hall barking thing, whatever it's called. It was just a great day in video gaming. And I'm still reeling from that. I'm still at work whenever I'm not, busy. I like to scroll through CNET and Kotaku and other websites like that and just read the articles. And still, I was reading some comments today of a bunch of Xbox apologists being, oh, but the Xbox One is gonna be the greatest thing ever. Oh, you can watch TV on it. You can DVR your sports. You can blah 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 blah. I'm like, screw you. You're an idiot. Now let's take a side little tangent here. Now, I've actually been watching a lot of people in the comments and on YouTube and other places who actually get it. By going and purchasing the Xbox One, you are accepting the DRM that they're putting on you. You're going out there and you're saying, you know what? I think I'm all right with that. Oh, it's okay. I got a great connection. Oh yeah, I got a great internet connection. Yeah. We'll see how great that internet connection lasts, as I said in the last video, where you have to freaking move. Then we'll see how good that internet connection is when you have to move. Let's say you set up a brand new house or brand new apartment, and then you get internet the day one. No, you don't. You usually have to wait. It's called waiting your turn. Yeah, they use that in installations. For most of you who own a 360 or are probably living at home with your parents, who don't have an apartment or are living out there where you actually had to set up your own internet service, yeah, you kind of have to wait. You put in the appointment, and usually they come by in about a week, and they come by and install your stuff. Then what are you going to do? I guess it'll be a big old long day of playing freaking NES and Atari. They don't have DRM. Now, I can play Atari 2600 all day long. Well, that's another thing. I purposely am leery about the new Xbox because of the red ring of death. Now, as I said, I got a near-launch 360, and that sucker was running great until about 4 months ago. It red ringed on me. I had to go get another. Now, I was really contemplating getting a PS3, but the problem is I have all these games on 360. I just really didn't, want to replace, and I have saves and all this other stuff, So I'm not the type of person who just gets a game and just sits there and just pile drives right through it. I usually play for a few hours and I put another game in, play that for a few hours and put another game. So basically, pretty much I've only beaten like 3 of my games. The rest of them was just kind of concurrently going and staggering on. So I think I've collectively got like all my games 75% beat. So, I don't know, whatever. But yeah, I'm not really going anywhere with this. It's just basically a bunch of rambling and nonsense. But really, I have to say that I was very pleasantly surprised. I was blown away. I was enthralled, actually, to tell you the truth, by the PlayStation announcement. I'm contemplating. Well, I don't know. I was thinking about maybe pre-ordering a PS4, but I don't know. I would much rather get a PlayStation 3 first, because I'd like to play Uncharted and The Last of Us. And I'm thinking after PS4 comes out, they'll probably do a price drop on that. But it'd be nice to wait until it gets down under $100. I could probably buy a used one, I guess, under $100. But yeah, there's that. Yeah, Sony just came out, just punching on Microsoft, and Microsoft's got nothing left. And then, oh, the audacity! The other day, what was it? It was like 2 days ago, I think. It was the day after E3. It was Tuesday morning, I guess. Tuesday morning. Tuesday morning, one of the Microsoft idiot executives is doing an interview. I can't remember who he was doing an interview with. But the guy goes, now, I understand that you're cutting off a portion of the population from enjoying this game system because you require always online. Now, what are your answers to that? How do you expect to win those people over? And this idiot, this smug freaking idiot, says, well, we've got a great system set up for offline gaming. A powerhouse system. It's called the Xbox 360. You may have heard of it. You can go out and buy that, and it's a wonderful console. So you're telling me that I go out and I have to buy a console that's already obsolete if I want to enjoy offline gaming? No. There's actually another choice. It's called the PlayStation 4 and the Wii U. Those are both available Wii U's available, but at that point, those will both be available. I could just go out and buy one of those. I'm not going to buy a 360. Screw you. I'm going to go buy a PS4. PS4 and the Xbox One, they're basically right about the same technologically wise. So why would I waste $200 on a 360 when I could just add another $200 and get a PS4 that's actually going to be future-proofed for another 8 years or so? Sounds like a good idea to me. I swear, I don't know who the heck it is who's writing all of Microsoft's PR lately, but it's just a disaster. It's just been a complete disaster. Every single time one of these executives gets in an interview, all they do is they just spew diarrhea from the mouth. That's all it is, just spewing diarrhea from the mouth. These morons are idiots. But, I don't know, I guess I don't have much else to say. I just wanted to rant and rave a little bit, and also talk about the PS4, because Sony's got my vote this generation. They definitely got my vote. And I think I'm going to go with that and enjoy the PS4. The only thing that I will change my tune, and that's if Microsoft decides to change their tune. If Microsoft comes out, basically the only thing I'm concerned about is always online. So Microsoft comes out and says, you know what? We thought about it and we decided if you actually use a disc as a gaming disc and play it off the disc, then you don't have to get connected for that. Because that way, I'm at least ensuring myself that if the internet does go out, if I move and have to set up new service, I can still enjoy the console. Because as it is right now, I can't do that. I'm stuck. I would much rather get the PS4 to where there's, I mean, I'm always online. Yeah, I got broadband internet, 15 megabits per second, and I got a 360s plugged up to it. I'm always online. I just don't like the requirement of being always online. It's a stupid requirement. But yeah, I don't have much else to say. That's basically it in a nutshell. Sony, they freaking kicked the ball out of the park, and Microsoft are over in the gutter reeling from the disaster, and now they're trying to patch it up and doing a pretty crappy job. But that's it for now. Thank you all for watching, and peace out.